and welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you to my backyard on this beautiful, overcast, cool afternoon where I need to dig in some dirt badly. If you watched my video yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. I've got to ground myself. I was blessed with a big, beautiful 50-gallon grow bag, thanks to Cathy. And you know what? I'm finally getting her planted. It's just been too hot. I'm going to pause the camera and so you can see me planting. I'll bring you back. I paused the camera for a while, cut that last section out. So I'm just going to move you down and around. Here is the big, beautiful 50-gallon grow bag. It's huge. Now, the way I filled it, a little over quarter of the way up, is really good composted bark mulch. And then I have put a mixture of a whole lot of dirt, horse manure, alfalfa, organic alfalfa pellets, which I have broke down some because they're amazing for nitrogen. I've got my Epsom salt in here. I've got some calcium, and we're going to get busy. Now, in the description box below, always read in the description boxes below the videos for everyone who knew. I always put the information for each of the herbs or whatever I'm doing in the description box below so everyone is on the same channel as me. So, this first herb I absolutely love. It's my favorite of all time. It's the mother of thyme. I love mother of thyme. They have had it rough this year. I haven't planted them. They've been in their poor pot for over 2 months. It's cooled down enough for me to get her planted. So, and I want her to be in the center, or also center of attention. Now I'm going to water it in very well after I get the plants planted. And thankfully she's not too bad root bound, but she does have some bound up roots. You want to be as gentle as you can. You want to let those roots know, hey, you're not trapped in that pot anymore, and you can grow outwards instead of steadily being in a circle. Go on, little roly-poly. And I want to release it real good. And I'm going to put her right, oh my gracious, she smells so wonderful. You want to make sure that root ball is covered. Because yes, she's going to be spending the winter out here. And you want to press her in real good. Not too ungodly tight, but you want her to know that, hey, she's snugged in and that she can grow out more. Now the next plant I'm going to be planting around the edge is amazing toothache plant. Some of them have roots, well, they all have roots. Some have dirt still attached, some are bare rooted. I am so thankful for one of the owls. Now, Cathy is one of the owls that gave me the 50-gallon grow bag, and Tammy, one of the owls, gave me the seeds for the toothache plant. and they're going to bush out and be really pretty. Now another thing I forgot to mention, you want at least an inch to 2 space from the very top of your grow bag down. Now of course it's going to settle down some more once the water hits it and things start growing and they're breaking down. So, but you want to make sure that you have enough soil to enough room so you can water without it coming out of the pot, or in this case the grow bag. Ha. I don't know what these little black bugs are that's been on. That's 3 of them dead. It's some kind of little black caterpillar, and they have just been eating the daylights out of my toothache plant. And that is just not kosher. And of course you want to clean off any dead leaves. And I plant them a little deeper so they'll get a bigger, the roots will start growing up the stem. I don't know what these little black caterpillars are, but they could sure go away. And like I said, I have amended the soil very well, because I want these to grow very good. That way I can make toothache plant tincture. And like I said, any damaged leaves, and if you've never grown toothache plant, it is an amazing plant. And of course, you can tell by its name, yes, it's used for toothache relief. It works wonders for toothaches and also wonders for in pain salve as well. And of course here, because we do have winter, they will be an annual. Where you don't get frost and everything, they will be a perennial. And since I have a few extras, I'm going to plant them in anyway. No plant left behind. And these are going to get taller and bush out, and they're going to be beautiful. Alright, I'm going to pause you and take you around to the other side. See you in a bit. Okay, we're on the other side of the grow bag, and I forgot to mention this grow bag will end up being in full sun. So you're going to have to make sure, I'm going to have to make sure it stays moist but not soaking. This next plant, I have 2 of them to plant, is beautiful Santolina. It is a beautiful herb to grow. And of course, I'll have, now see right here, I have to take a break a minute. Those are roots. I'm going to push those down. and let that plant get situated and start growing. Now this one, it breaks my heart to see them do these and do them this way and use these. I'm going to have to knock most of the dirt off. Do you see how that plant is girdled? All of this has to come off because it is killing this poor plant. It is girdling the roots, and it irks me to see this crap being used. The same goes for those supposed to be disposed, or those pots that are supposed to break down. No. And I don't like to put my plants in stress, but I'm not going to let that crap stay on them. And this way, all these roots here will branch out and get bigger and healthier. You just have to make sure that you get all of that off those roots. And Santolina is a big, beautiful plant. It gets this beautiful grayish green leaves, and it has these vibrant, beautiful yellow, like budding flowers. And like I said, I'll have the medicinal information in the description box below about all the plants. I just gotta be careful, get these roots untangled. I hate doing my plants this way because it stresses them out. But this crap has to come off. As much as you can get that off. And I would really love to see them stop using them. This just goes to prove that they get their plants in these little plug things. I call them the plugs of death. Because like I said, and as you can see, it girdles the poor plant. And of course it's going to take a little bit longer for this plant to recover, so I'm going to have to keep a close eye on it. You want to make sure that you get it in there and pushed in as tight as you can, and then that way it has a little more root support. I hate doing my plants that way. It irks me to no end. Now the next but not least, last but not least, is a beautiful sage, bird garden. It is a wonderful old sage. Comes from Europe, of course, like most sages. And it has a stronger, more rich sage flavor. It makes excellent sage butter, and so many other things can be done with it. And of course, unfortunately, I don't like to stress my plants out, but I'm going to have to get these the roots as broke up as possible. This poor baby's root bound. And I have to get that mesh crap off from around. See, you can see it real well. Let me get it up real close. All of that has to come off. Or as much of it as you can get off. Thankfully, we're going to be kind of cool for several days, and it'll give time for these poor babies to recoup. I'm just thankful that we have a small break from the hundreds for a little while. You want to make sure that you're pulling on that old netting or whatever that crap is. Like I said, I would love to see people stop using that, and those disposable cups, they don't work. Alright, that's all I'm going to put that poor plant through. And thankfully, it's starting to throw up new leaves and shoots. And hopefully, it's going to continue to do so. Alright, I'm sorry about the noise in the background. That's beyond my control. I'm going to go get the water hose, and I'll be right back. Okay, got the garden hose. And you want to gently, as gentle as possible, make sure that they get soaked in really well, especially the bare-rooted ones. And they'll have the rest of this evening and tonight to recoup. You want to make sure that your leaves are cleaned off if there's any dirt on them. Let's try mist. You want to make sure that you get them good and soaked in. And once they get into that rich, amended, organic soil, they're going to thrive like crazy. And the good thing about the wood chips at the bottom, is that they will hold moisture. I'm going to finish watering this in, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, everything is watered in very well, and of course everything's going to spring up by morning time. We're supposed to have slight chance of rain tonight. I'm not holding my breath. And later on, what I will do is go around the edge underneath the grow bag and slip some cardboard pieces underneath. That way I don't have to worry about weed eating really close to my grow bag, because it will rip a hole in your grow bag. Simple, easy, anybody can do this. And thanks to Cathy, I can grow in a 50-gallon grow bag. Never thought I'd ever have one. And I could use a lot of these, to be honest. These are great. These are absolutely wonderful. But I hope this encourages you to get out there and plant herbs, food, whatever you can, and whatever you can. Grow as much food as you can. Now, of course, the thyme, as it fills out, it'll peg down and make more plants. The toothache plant is a annual. The Santolinas are perennials, and so is the beautiful sage. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section below. I am more than happy to answer them. And I hope this encourages you to also grow as much as you possibly can. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and may you each be blessed. Stay positive and keep stocking those pantries. Stock them with whatever you can, as healthy as possible. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and may you each be blessed. See you soon.